It looks like we are starting up. And of course, we will get things synced up soon enough. And so, yeah, we're off. Of course, not much to say. If you've ever seen anybody play this game ever, the beginning of the game is normal. Of course, no series, but that's standard for Rando, since series is dumb. It's not actually that dumb, but everybody doesn't like it for some reason. You know, what can you do, I guess? And we see, it looked like Kishmo was using Moonfall, and Jero did not. Of course, a reserve tank at the Morphball location. Unfortunately, they actually have to pick up this item in order to awaken Ceres, or awaken Zebes, I should say. So, even though it is just a reserve, which generally you want to pick up early reserves anyways, just in case you need to do hell runs. But no matter what that item is, they are forced to pick it up due to not being able to progress otherwise. Or rather, not being able to leave Blue Brinstar, which, I mean, same difference. Anyways, since that isn't Morphball, that means Morphball is in the ceiling over in this room here. And of course, we have it changed, so once this planet is awakened, this room will be active, so there will be enemies, allowing you to do this damage boost, which you just saw from J-Ro and saw earlier from Kishmo, to get this minor item, or major item, I should say. So that is pretty standard stuff. Morphball can be in the ceiling, so it's not a hard trick to get the damage boost up there, but it is a bit of an unusual... Whoa, jumping around. You see J-Ro splicing his run. Not really. And yeah, 2 power bombs. Really interesting early items. Kishmo gonna check behind Morphball. I'm gonna get super missiles, so they're gonna be okay on ammo. Generally, in the early game, you want to find power bombs and super missiles because those allow you to open orange and green doors respectively. So once you have both, you are able to access every point, or you at least are able to open every openable door on the map. So we'll see how many early minor items the runners will check, but they don't need any more now that they have power bombs and super missiles. And of course, item fanfares are on, so every additional item they choose to pick up will cost them 7 seconds. Or 6 2/3 exactly. So that is something to keep in mind. You don't want to be picking up more ammo than you need, generally. But how much ammo you think you need will vary from person to person. So for some people, they like to pick up as few ammo packs as possible and just hope to find a charge beam in order to complete the game, since you either need a lot of ammo or charge beam to kill Mother Brain. And some people will just pick up as much ammo as they can, regardless. Ooh, hey, we got sound. And also, Spring Ball at the Bomb Tourian. Fun stuff. Spring Ball is a nice item, allows you to do some pretty cool tricks if you are comfortable with it. And actually, J-Ro, it's actually going to be going back to Gauntlet. So we do see a bit of route divergence. So Gauntlet is it's a very long check, especially early on, as we see Wave Beam at Terminator for Kishmo. It's a very long check, but because of that, because so many people don't want to do it, it can be a good play, because if it's something good, then you will have it, and the other player will not. So it's as simple as that. But like I said, it's a very long check, as well as being fairly dangerous early on. So it's definitely something you need to be comfortable doing, but I imagine J-Ro has done Gauntlet a couple times. He is a top 4 after all. Yes, the max ammo count has been a thing since Totals Rando back in 2017, I believe. Kishmo continuing finding plenty of good items, finding the screw attack at the whatever this place is called, Brinstar Reserve, and Plasma Beam at Gauntlet. So, like I said, a big item that Kishmo just won't have because J-Ro decided to check Gauntlet. Or rather, Kishmo decided not to. So that could be the difference. It allows him to have a much more powerful beam combo, which will be significant if he can find Charge Beam. Meanwhile, Kishmo just cleaning out all the minor items here at the Brinstar Reserve area. You can see he has a nice little cache of power bombs and supers, and even has a few missiles. Now he's going to be going down here, down to the where the Eticoons are in the game, or in the vanilla. He won't actually be visiting the Eticoons, I imagine, but he will be checking this minor item, which of course is only possible if you have power bombs and charge beams. So that's actually really good for J-Ro, who almost forgot that Terminator item. That's actually an easy item to forget if you go Gauntlet, since you need to go back and pick this item up. But having Charge Plasma Wave for J-Ro compared to just Charge Wave for Kishmo is actually a really big deal. So that is very good for J-Ro, and I assume he won't be forgetting that. But either way, Kishmo is on his way to the Big Pink area. There are 3 major items here, as well as a few minors that you can pick up if you want to get more ammo. So the first you'll see Kishmo pick up is this area. We call it the Wave Gate because it's a gate that you need Wave Beam to open in the vanilla game. There's technically a trick you can use in order to open it with a super missile from the bottom of the room, but since Kishmo has Wave Beam, he can just walk up and, or I guess jump up and shoot the gate. And he's rewarded with an E-Tank, actually the first E-Tank of the run, or of the race, I should say. So definitely important. You need at least 3 E-Tanks to beat the game, so you will see the runners pick up at least 3. I don't imagine we'll see too many more, since both of these runners are very good at any percent, but some runners choose to just pick up as many E-Tanks as possible, and some choose to go with much less. Generally, the number you see a lot of people go for is 7, because that allows you to do the Mother Brain stand-up glitch, which I'll talk about if it happens. But if not, all you need to know is if you have that much energy, you can stand up during the Mother Brain cutscene when the baby appears, and you can damage Mother Brain during that time. So anyways, Kishmo found High Jump Boots, a Charge Beam. There is the third and final major item at Big Pink under the Charge Beam. It's the Waterway, but unfortunately that requires Speed Booster to access. Even tasks can't access it without Speed Booster or some kind of stored Shine Spark. So yeah, they aren't gonna get it, basically. That's what I'm saying. So that will come up. Another item they were, I wouldn't say forced to skip, but they chose to skip is X-Ray. You saw Kishmo pass it, the yellow door on his way down Red Tower. Generally, you want either grapple beam or space jump in order to cross that. Technically, it is possible. That's another reserve at Spazer. Nice. But it is possible to cross it with just an E-Tank. But it is very difficult. Only a few people are comfortable with doing that. One of which is in the finals, Ponk. And I believe Sloters, the other finalist, is fairly comfortable with it as well. But it is very difficult, and if you mess up, then you're in the middle of a giant spike platform and you die. And so Kishmo is going the traditional rando route, going to Kraid first. Some people opt to go up to Rex ship first. You need Speed Booster to check all 4 items there. You can check 3 without Speed Booster, but it's a much lower density of items than going down, since Upper Norfair has 7 items, all relatively close to each other, whereas Rex ship only has 4, and they're fairly spread out. But it is still a viable option, since if you find something there, then generally people going down first won't want to go up to Rex ship for as long as possible. So if you find a required item, then you will be at an advantage in that situation. We'll see what J-Ro decides to do, but Kishmo decided to just go down, which, you know, it's the statistically better play, but statistics are don't always give you the. That's good advice for real life, not just rando. Anyways, just an E-Tank behind Kraid, but there is another item here, the Kraid E-Tank. Some people have argued that the Kraid E-Tank should be switched to a minor item, since killing Kraid gives you 2 items in relatively quick succession, which brings the total amount of items here you can get by going down up to 9, the 2 from Kraid and the 7 from Upper North. And it is going to be a Spazer Beam. Kishmo, not having Plasma, is going to pick that up. You're correct. Statistics will be right on average, but we're not always in an average world, are we? So Kishmo is going to be going down into Norfair, as J-Ro, who is a bit behind, partially because of checking Gauntlet, and partially just because of good movement from Kishmo, is going to be entering Kraid's lair, going to pick up his E-Tank and probably skip Spazer if he is quick enough. Kishmo going to be checking the first minor item here in Upper Norfair, the high jump boots. There's actually quite a few orders you can check all of the items in Upper Norfair. Generally, I think what we're going to see Kishmo do, actually, I think he's going to check high jump and then probably save and then check Ice Beam. And if Ice Beam isn't an item he wants, he'll reset and do the traditional hell runs through the hell run area. I don't actually know what those rooms are called except Cathedral. And yeah, you see Kishmo taking the save. So this is generally the most popular route through the early, like the first couple items, especially without a suit. Like with Varia suit, you don't really need to save for Ice Beam since you aren't in any danger. So most people opt out of it, even though technically saving and resetting is faster than picking up a bad item and going back. But that is generally the path that people take. Unless they have Speed Booster and are able to take the Frog Speedway to the right of the save. You saw the save had double doors. On the right is another way to Bubble Mountain, but it's only accessible if you have Speed Booster. Or only accessible from the left, I should say. We'll get more into that later. Kishmo took a bit of damage here, so he's got to hope for a good item. And that is a good item. I don't think he'll be resetting that. Yep, so Varia suit, gonna be a nice pickup, allows him to go into the rest of Upper Norfair much more comfortably. And so yeah, you see the strength of this early checking order. I don't know, I enjoy little stuff like this, like the order you check items in the early parts of the game a lot more than I should, maybe, but I don't know, it's fun. And we see J-Ro at least starting off the same, checking the high jump. I imagine he's going to do the same thing as Kishmo, where he takes the save and then checks ice. And in which case he'll get Varia and go to Bubble Mountain, which you see Kishmo doing. So the order, you check the Bubble Mountain items. The most common order I see is... Oh, somebody's alerts are on. That was really loud. Alright, but the most common order you see is you checking Speed Booster and then Wave and then Norfair Reserve. I don't know if that's actually the fastest, but that's what I see the most. Kishmo going with a little bit of a different order, checking the Norfair Reserve first. Gonna get an E-Tank. Yeah, if you use the full beam combo to quick kill Kraid, it will cause Kraid to underflow health, and if you don't kill him the first time he opens his mouth after he stands up, you will be softlocked because Kraid will never die. I believe. Either that or it just crashes, I don't remember. And actually Kishmo doing a bit of a different route. Wait. Oh. Kishmo actually making a pretty heads-up play, going straight down to lower Norfair after checking just the Norfair Reserve in Bubble Mountain. This is actually a fairly good play if he's comfortable with lower Norfair with this item. Loadout, excuse me. He will be able to check both Wave Beam and Speed Booster on his way out of lower Norfair, since the exit to lower Norfair puts him right above Wave and therefore right below Speed. He's going to do a trick called the Lava Dive. It's very easy. I wouldn't say very easy, but not too difficult with high jump, especially considering Varia decreases environmental damage with the rando patches. So you will take half damage from the lava there, so you have a lot more tries at the Lava Dive than you would normally do. Kishmo gonna save. I imagine he's doing that to check the what do you call it? The screw attack item. And if it's not an item he wants, he can reset. Plus, it's a nice safety save since lower Norfair can go wrong. He doesn't have a great beam combo to kill Ridley and doesn't have a lot of ammo either. See Jero also checking the Norfair Reserve first. So he's going to be rewarded with the same E-Tank that Kishmo was. Jero has a much better beam combo for Ridley, having the Plasma Beam instead of Spazer. Like, I think Kishmo needs 80 shots to kill Ridley, whereas Jero needs 24. Don't quote me on those numbers, but it's something like that. Kishmo actually having a bit of trouble with the gate glitch. He can reset here if he wants. I imagine, yeah, he's going to reset and then maybe check it again, maybe not. We'll see what happens. J-Ro going to check Speed Booster. So we do see some more route divergence as J-Ro is going to clean up the rest of Upper Norfair, or at least one more item. It's possible he checks Speed Booster and then goes down and checks Wave on his way out. Just an E-Tank at Speed Booster, though, so not super worth it. But, you know, still not bad to have. It's still early, and the runners will probably be happy to see a couple more E-Tanks. Like I said, 7 is that magic number, especially for J-Ro, who has a really good beam combo, and so he can get a really good stand-up on Mother. Alright, so Kishmo on round 2 of the gate. Alright, he gets it. First try. J-Ro, on the other hand, going to Wave. So he is going to full clear Bubble Mountain, at least before going to wherever he goes next. And Kishmo going to see that E-Tank, and I imagine he's going to reset, because I don't think he can get out. Well, he can get out with Spring Ball. And it looks like that's what he's going to try to do. So this is called a Spring Ball jump. He needs to turn off Spring Ball first, but basically jumping and then turning Spring Ball back on while morphing in midair allows you to use your Spring Ball in midair, so you can get an extra jump effectively. And Kishmo is going to use that to get out of the, what do you call it? screw attack area. And he is going to continue on to Ridley. So with high jump and screw attack, lower Norfair is going to be fairly easy to traverse for Kishmo. It's just his Ridley fight is going to be a bit sketchy. So we'll see how he handles that in a bit. J-Ro, on the other hand, I didn't see what was that wave. I think it was just another E-Tank. Yeah, right? Yeah. Because he has 6 E-Tanks, he had 5 when he was coming out of speed. So, with his extra energy in tow, he is going to also head down to lower Norfair. Like I said, he'll have a much easier time on Ridley due to having Plasma, as well as a slightly easier time on the rest of lower Norfair. Plasma Beam allows you to... let me think of how I want to explain this. So while Plasma Beam is touching an enemy, they have iframes. Or while any beam, but Plasma Beam is particularly notable because it passes through the enemies. But while a beam is touching an enemy, you could run through it without taking damage. So J-Ro having Plasma Beam can use that much more effectively since the Plasma Beam will go through them, and so every frame the Plasma Beam is touching an enemy, he is not in danger of taking damage from it. It's not a big deal because he has Screw Attack. Nice first try gate glitch, by the way. I think it was first try. Fortunately, he's still going to be disappointed by the E-Tank there. But yeah, since they have Screw Attack, it doesn't make a big difference, but it is something J-Ro has at his disposal that Kishmo does not. J-Ro not even going to pick up that E-Tank. This wall jump, I don't think is possible. So J-Ro also going to do a spring ball jump. That did not look good, and he knows it. I think that's it. Yeah, J-Ro should be good here. Nice. Zombie crate happens if you do 1,000 damage to him. I think it's... I don't know exactly. Never mind. Forget I said anything. Ask someone else. I am not an expert on this. Anyways, Kishmo, fighting Ridley. I would say he is an expert on this since he is a veteran new route runner. I wouldn't say veteran, but he has... Well, he joined the community relatively recently and already has a really good new route time. But anyways, this is like I said, an 80-shot Ridley fight, plus any ammo Kishmo uses, which he does not have a lot. I don't know if he's opened up the fight with some ammo or what. But either way, this is going to be a bit of a long fight, but looks like Kishmo's taking it pretty safe. Of course, with Varia, Ridley will do double damage to what you might be used to seeing if you watch any percent. So the runners have to be extra careful. But Kishmo is confident. Actually, we see a little divergence here. J-Ro gonna check Fire Fleas. Check the Fire Flea E-Tank, which is just a vanilla E-Tank, before going down to Ridley. It's technically faster to check that on the way out, since this is on the way out. But J-Ro wanted to see if it was something like Ice Beam or Gravity. Unfortunately, a bit disappointed. Kishmo needs to be careful. Okay, chat explained it better than I could. If you trigger Kraid's death and the stand-up at the same time, he will stand up. So, in practice, you can achieve that by firing a missile and then hitting him with a full charge ice wave plasma beam shot. So the missile does 100, the beam does 900, and Kraid has, I believe, 980 health. So it'll make him stand up, and he will die at the same time. So, and then that soft locks the game, potentially. Yeah, with the normal quick kill with super missiles, Kraid triggers stand up well before he dies. He just isn't able to stand up until you stop hitting him, which you don't, because then he stands up and you lose time. Kishmo needs to be a bit careful. He's having a good Ridley fight, but he's not particularly doing great in the health department. And like I said, J-Ro's gonna have a much nicer fight. Even using some ammo to kill Ridley even faster. This is a bit scary. Kishmo looks like is already, or has almost gotten Ridley down. But I don't know. I haven't been keeping track of the shots. Uh-oh. Okay, Ridley's down for Kishmo. That was a bit sketchy. He's okay. And you see how much time J-Ro's caught up just with having Plasma Beam? That was a nice Ridley grab, by the way. But just with Plasma Beam, has cut Kishmo's lead significantly. And that will only go down further in Mother Brain and potentially the rest of the bosses. As well, J-Ro didn't actually need to pick up that E-Tank since he had much better health coming out of Ridley. So Kishmo was behind briefly, and then J-Ro messed up the wall jumps there. But either way, the runners are now within a few seconds of each other, when before it was close to a full minute. And now the runners are synced going through the Metal Pirate room. So personally, maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but I'm a bit biased towards J-Ro because I lost to J-Ro. So if he takes third, then that means I am officially the 7th best player according to how the final match played out. And I mean, top 8 is something, but like top 7, that's when you know you're really good. So I'm just trying to be top 7. Top 69. Hey, we were all top 69. I don't think there were 69 people in the league. I actually don't remember how many people there were. Kishmo has to lose even more time, actually, because he hasn't checked Firefly, so loses a pretty significant amount of time to J-Ro, who already checked it, and now J-Ro's got a rather commanding lead. Plus, having the advantage in weaponry, having much more ammo as well as plasma. And this is looking good for J-Ro. Kishmo hasn't checked wave or speed either, so Kishmo will probably check those on his way out because he doesn't have gravity. Both of the runners need gravity to go into Meridia comfortably. Gravity or ice and grapple. And J-Ro not actually checking crocomire. Crocomire could be a potential location for gravity, but J-Ro doesn't want it. And actually, there's a nice new trick, fairly new. It's actually like a few months old now, but Frog Speedway trick. I talked about how you couldn't access that from the left without speed, but from the right, there's a trick you can do. So there's trash blocks in the ceiling because the game does not like long horizontal hallways. So it generates a bunch of trash blocks, and so by shooting them with wave and either Spazer or Plasma, it activates enough blocks that eventually the game just forgets about the speed blocks in front of you, so you just walk through them while the game doesn't know they're there. It's only possible from the right side, and only possible with wave and either Spazer or Plasma. And the only other room that has blocks like that is the crocomire room. If you shoot around where the door is, you can hit some of the blocks, but unfortunately you can't use that for anything. That would make me top 7 because I was already top 8, and so if I lost to the 3rd place person, that would make me 7th, I think. Apparently, the trick also affects the doors. I don't actually know, so I'll take chat's word for it. So anyways, J-Ro is going to be going up to the wrecked ship, it looks like. See if the gravity suit is there. Kishmo finishes up his ice and speed booster. You can see if he decides to go the same way that J-Ro did, J-Ro will have a commanding lead, close to like 2 or 3 minutes. We'll see if Kishmo decides to check Crocomire though. And it looks like he is, or at least he's gonna farm for it. J-Ro setting up for the spring ball across the moat. Or maybe just CWJ, I'm not sure. Yeah, he set up for CWJ, but did not get it. Might not be comfortable with the spring ball. Alright, so we'll see J-Ro attempt to get across the moat. That was actually like, what, a third try CWJ? So, good stuff from J-Ro. As Kishmo does indeed go over to Croc. Unfortunately, without Plasma, he won't have a super quick kill on Croc, but can still finish off the fight relatively quickly with Charge Beam, as well as some ammo to open up the fight. I see chat's a bit excited for our old friend, the Croc. And what's here? Just in the E-Tank. There's still one more item to check here, the Grapple Beam. And, Kishmo lays a power bomb for reason. But if the Grapple Beam is gravity, then this is very big for Kishmo, because J-Ro will most likely clear wreck ship to, or as much as he can. J-Ro, speaking of which, is on Fantoon. Unfortunately, does not get a good first round because he shot missiles too quickly, and so only got 3 missiles. He's got Charge Wave Plasma, so he can do a comfortable 3 round if he just uses charge shots. But he's going to go for Dopplers. Did not quite land that Doppler. We might be in for a bit of a long fight, but J-Ro's got plenty of health, so he's not going to be in any danger. And Fantoon is kind of trolling him. Oh, well, I guess it was a good enough Fantoon fight. Because J-Ro is done. And so this item, it's gravity! Uh-oh. Uh-oh, fellas. That is very bad news for J-Ro. And very good news for Kishmo. And I mean, that's, what can I say? It's been true the whole tournament, or whole league and tournament. I guess the playoffs is technically a tournament, but either way, the point still stands. You always bet on Crocs. Yeah, always. We'll see what J-Ro can find here in Rex Ship, though. If he finds something like Speed Booster, well, look at that. If you find something like that, Speed Booster, he is not in an awful situation. Although, that depends on what he wants to check. Actually, Speed Booster is a bit of a bait. Also, J-Ro needs to turn High Jump back on. Yeah, he figured it out. Not sure what Kishmo's... Okay, he's doing a Spring Ball jump. But that's a bit of a bait because it allows J-Ro to check the Wreck Ship Reserve item, which if he does that without checking what the item is earlier, that will actually cost him a bit of time. Just because he wouldn't be able to even check it otherwise. And like I said, we know it can't be anything good. The best thing it can be at this point is Ice Beam, which actually would be fairly significant. but not great. No, I have not already seen this. I'm just a prophet, so I know what happened, even though I haven't seen it. Jero just finding an E-tank, not what he is looking for. Kishmo! Wait. Kishmo needs either ice or speed to get through to Meridia. I'm silly. I probably should have. I always forget about that. So, actually, well, Kishmo could CF clip. Although, yeah, it would be much more difficult without bombs. I'm actually interested to see what Kishmo... If he finds ice at Mama Turtle, then I believe that's just game. Or even at Sandpit, it's Ice Beam is still in a decent location for. Ooh, that is not Ice Beam. Uh-oh. Gyro Spark's too high in the attic. But we'll pretend we didn't see that. This is still, like, speed being there. Like I said, that's kind of bad for Gyro. Not that bad. He's just going to see that E-tank and not actually check the item. But this is really good for Kishmo, because if he decides to dip into Wreck Ship, he'll find speed right away in the first item he checks, and then after that, he's go mode. He can finish the game. He would like another super pack, though. Or missile or super pack, just to have enough ammo to kill Mother Brain 1. Yeah, there is a Gravity, Waterway, X-Ray, Sandpit, Shack Tool. It could even be behind Botwoon, or the other items locked behind Botwoon, so Draygon and Plasma. So there's still a lot of possibilities. That's bombs. Kishmo is going to take that. That actually allows him to do Crystal Flash Clip much easier if he decides to go that route. If he just wants to commit to Meridia. Gonna pick up the super missiles. Like I said, he wanted a bit more ammo, so he's got that now. Space jump at Gravity. Not what he's looking for. So, Jero might still be in a good position. He can check X-Ray now. He can check X-Ray and Waterway now. So he's actually going to spend a lot of time checking those two items. And like I said, they can't be... The best thing they can be... The only thing they can be is like ice or a tank. Looks like Jero's going to X-Ray. He's probably going to check X-Ray on his way down back to Crocomire, since that's the only place he can go now without gravity. And he might check Waterway on the way, too. That is true. Everything that is not Crocomire is currently a time sink for Jero. And we see a big one right here as Jero is heading to Waterway here. What would be really brutal here is if it's something like Grapple at X-Ray and Ice at Waterway, or the other way around. So Jero gets baited into Suitless. And so Kishmo has done a bit of farming, it looks like. He's got a lot of power bombs. So he might be going for the Crystal Flash Clip. Yeah, it looks like he is. J-Ro just going to get an E-Tank at Waterway, so... Alas, he is going to be checking Croc one way or another. But with how much time he's spent without checking Croc, this is pretty bad for him. Kishmo going to farm for some more power bombs on these crabs. Has a 13, which is a bit less than he would want. Yeah, he only gets 2 tries on the Crystal Flash clip with this ammo. And yes, Kish is going to have to farm, but these bugs don't have a super high power bomb drop rate. They have good missiles and super missile drops, though. As J-Ro heads back to Red Tower, and now he checks X-Ray. Not going to be a super long check, since it's just going through one room. But still not what he wants to be doing right now. And Kishmo looks like he is going to farm for some more power bombs. And he is up to full. I didn't see what was that X-Ray, but J-Ro did not want it. Whatever it was, he is noping out of it. Is Kishmo going to take his safety save? We'll see how long it takes him to get the Crystal Flash clip. One thing to note is that J-Ro will have a much faster Meridia once he finds his gravity suit. But J-Ro also probably feels like he's behind, and so he might be playing... He might play more aggressively and therefore worse because he thinks he's behind. I'm not sure what Kishmo's doing. Oh, right. He needs to lower his energy. I would say the best way to do that is just turn off his suit right here. Yep, that's what he's going to do. And J-Ro is checking... He's checking, what do you call it? Mama Turtle. And Kishmo has reached Crystal Flash health. And so the setup I always learned for this is, of course, you do the inputs to Crystal Flash, and you want to lay the bomb when the power bomb is the size, when the power bomb explosion is the size of your morph ball. It's the setup I always heard. Yeah, I think that was too late. I think that was also too late. I looked good. Ooh, not quite. Kishmo is gonna reset. Oh geez, this is turned into a mess. This is a fitting for a third place match, I would say. Alright, so Kishmo gets another 5 tries at it. Takes him a bit. Actually gonna group the Metroids on him so he doesn't need to take off his suit. Or he's gonna take off his suit anyway. You see, with 2 Metroids, he takes double the damage. Because that's how taking damage from 2 enemies works. Fun fact, getting hit by 2 people hurts twice as much as 1 person. Anyways, J-Ro's gonna be... Whoa, my light blinked. That's scaring me. J-Ro gonna pick up his X-ray scope. It's gonna be nice, since he has charged plasma, it will allow him to do a microwave kill on Draygon, but he still needs to get the tools he needs to get over there. Meanwhile, Kishmo having a bit of trouble with this. So one thing to note is you have to be in the exact pixel that you laid the power bomb in, but since you are pressed up against the ceiling, you actually have a few frames of leeway since you stay in that spot for a little bit during the crystal flash, or once you reach that area, so after the bomb. So you do have a few frames of leeway to get the crystal flash. And J-Ro, he realizes there's only one place he can go that contains what he needs, and he walked past it 20 minutes ago. Wait, what is he doing now? J-Ro? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh no. What am I looking at? What am I watching? What is happening? J-Ro, what are you doing? Oh, Kishmo. Alright, Kishmo got the CF clip. First try. It actually was first try on his third round of attempts, but we'll call it first try. Alright, so Kishmo, considering J-Ro is literally going further away from the only location where he needs to be, Kishmo is looking pretty good here. Okay. Kishmo, unfortunately, used most of his ammo doing the Crystal Flash, so he's just going to have to finish off Boss Wound with some charge shots. Hasn't been doing a great job hitting them, but it's alright. J-Ro might have remembered, may have forgotten a certain someone that may hold the keys. And by keys, of course, I mean gravity. By gravity, I of course mean, well, you know. Kishmo gonna... Well, there's Grapple Beam. Not exactly something Kishmo was looking for, but he kind of has to pick this up since he doesn't have Speed Booster to get through these speed blocks. Kishmo... I mean, I guess Grapple Beam is nice since Kishmo doesn't have a good way to kill Draygon, doesn't have Plasma X-Ray or Speed Booster, so he's probably just going to do a grapple kill on Draygon. So that's actually nice for Kishmo. Not going to be... What is J-Ro doing? Oh my goodness. What is happening? How did I lose to this guy? Oh my god. Alright, so Kishmo on his Draygon fight. Like I said, I imagine we see some grapple strats. Some, I think that's fried shrimp. Wait. I think that's fried. I don't remember. Somebody came up with a whole list of them, but I didn't keep track. Derp lost to this. Yep, alright, so Kishmo gonna get grabbed by the goo. And so what you want to do is you want to do a little jump there. So Draygon picks you up in the air and kind of brings you down before bringing you into this cycle. And so that puts you in a position where you can quickly grapple the bottom electric turret. So you can get a much faster kill. But Kishmo got a bit lucky there. Actually did not take any tail whips. So he's actually not too bad. And I imagine he's going to check this item here behind Draygon just to see if it's Ice Beam, because Ice Beam can literally only be here or Plasma or Shack Tool. And it looks like it's either Plasma or Shack Tool, because that is an E-Tank. Kishmo going to need to do a gravity jump or bomb jump here, since he doesn't have speed boost. Yeah, J-Ro has already checked Mama Turtle. I'm gonna like just put like a sticky note over the left side of my screen. I can't watch this. I can't bear to do it. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure you need a double spring ball jump here, because I've seen Sloters do this. Sloters has done Suitless Meridia without Ice Beam. Or maybe it was without Grapple and with Ice Beam, I'm not sure. But the point here is, that was a double spring ball jump. And also, Sloters is really good at the game, so he knows how to do that. Whereas I feel like J-Ro is just doing this on a whim, because he doesn't remember where to go. Or maybe he's just refusing to check Croc. Looks like he's going the right direction now, though. Finally. Alright, so J-Ro is... he has Speed Booster, yeah. So he's going the... I think this is the fastest way to Croc. Maybe? I don't know. Alright, finally. J-Ro has located his forgotten enemy. And so with Plasma Beam, he'll actually have a really quick kill on Crocomire. Just gets one shot in, and Crocomire is as good as dead. But unfortunately, that he is too late, some would say. I guess Kishmo gets to use Grapple Beam to grapple across. That's cool. So one thing to note about Kishmo is he can't actually do any kind of Zeb skip here. So he actually is going to want a lot more ammo for the Zeb attack. Oh, he actually, like, I guess he doesn't need one more missile pack. He can kill all the Zebs with, like, missiles and one super, and he'll still have enough ammo to get through. What is X-ray Zeb skip? I've literally never heard of that. Alright, X-ray goes out of bounds, I see. Well, J-Ro, he finds his gravity suit. Unfortunately, we can't actually see his live reaction to that because this is all pre-recorded. But I imagine it was something along the lines of a good old-fashioned heck. Except he didn't say heck. He said frick, of course. Alright, so X-ray skip is in fact out of bounds. And Kishmo finishes off Fan 2. Darn. That's exactly what J-Ro said. So yeah, actually, if Kishmo tries to go into Tourian with this this amount of ammo, J-Ro is not going to be in a too bad of a situation because he'll be able to blaze through Meridia with plasma X-ray. And Kishmo is going to have to take Tourian really slow because he has basically the bare minimum ammo. Not quite. Bare minimum would be 10 5. But point is he doesn't have a lot of ammo. Although actually I guess with that ammo you would need either ice or speed. So yeah, 10 15 is the minimum amount you would. So what I would really like to see here, both knowing the item and even if I didn't know the item, I would like to see Kishmo check Gauntlet here, just for the extra ammo, as well as a potential ice beam, because we know it's plasma. Kishmo does not know it's plasma, but he will be very happy to find it. So that's the Galaxy Brain play. J-Ro X-raying the snake a little bit more than he needed to, I think. But that's all right. Well, Kishmo didn't do that. Well, oh my gosh. I don't like this. I really don't like this. Kishmo is not in a good situation. Oh, jeez. Well, for better or for worse, Kishmo has made it to Tourian. He's also down a super, but that's fine. Like I said, he just wants to use all of his missiles and one super on each Zeb. And then he'll have 10 missiles and 10 supers. The problem is, he has to refill in Tourian so much! Oh my goodness, and he can't even get a good stand-up because he doesn't have plasma. I honestly think J-Ro might be in a good situation here. Well, I don't know what Kishmo's doing here. He's gotta lay the power bomb. Oh my goodness. J-Ro furious plasma fueled comeback. Well put. See, on one hand, I should definitely stop criticizing the runners. Like, they did a really good job getting this far. They're both excellent at the game, as well as at randos, usually. But man, it seems they both had well, I don't know about Kishmo. Kishmo just didn't have a great item set, but J-Ro especially had a bit of an off day. Oh yeah, you're right. He has to do 5 refills because of the door. Well, no, that would be 6. Oh well, he can use a super on one of the doors. Oh my gosh. And then J-Ro has a much quicker Tourian or much quicker Mother Brain specifically because of both speed, allowing him to potentially do baby skip, but especially do Zeb skip, and then plasma to kill Mother Brain way faster. J-Ro is in the lead. I'm fairly certain J-Ro wins these. Actually, Kishmo gets a nice baby skip. That's without speed. Okay. Okay. He is realizing, wait a second, I want more ammo than this. And he has gone too far. He cannot go back. All right, so he missiles this. He missiles this. Okay. He actually burned a super there, but he's okay. He just needs 9 super missiles. And so he'll use 1 for each of the 4 Zebatites. But yeah, he can only miss. He'll only have 1 missile of leeway to miss on Mother Brain 1, which I imagine he'll save. But this is... Oh my god. I don't know, dude. Kishmo just spent like, I don't know, 10 seconds checking an extra miner. Got like 1 more super pack. He would have saved like 2 minutes. I don't know. And yeah, Kishmo going for refill numero dos. 2 of 5. Yeah, this is all pre-recorded. Both of the runners have done their runs already. They know who won. I do not. I say I don't know who won, but at this point, I think I have a good idea of who took this. Kishmo? Kishmo? Oh my god. J-Ro, meanwhile, looks like he is... Oh, does not quite get the baby skip. He was a little bit too far forward, and the baby got... Luckily for J-Ro, Kishmo's having a bit of an issue at the moment, so it's not going to matter too much. Yeah, so the Zebs take 11 missiles. Like, if Kishmo had 1 more missile pack, never mind the supers, if he had 1 more missile, he would be infinitely better off. And yeah, Kishmo, he has to shoot 10 missiles and a super for each Zeb. Or I guess 8 missiles and a super, technically. 8 or 9, I don't know. Either way, J-Ro, he's got speed booster. He needs to get the speed Zeb skip, though. See how long it takes him. And Kishmo is soft lock now. He cannot finish the game, and he cannot go back. And J-Ro gets the speed Zep skip, meanwhile. So J-Ro, He takes the lead. I don't have anything else to say. I'm speechless. I'm at a loss for words right now. Did Kishmo continue? This was all pre-recorded. Did Kishmo just stop? I don't know. I don't want, like I said, I don't want to be too critical, but this was just straight up Kishmo snatching defeat from the jaws of victory in this one. And J-Ro, fortunately, was the benefactor in that one. J-Ro not even going to go. Oh, well, I guess he could still go for stand-up. Yeah, Plasma was at Gauntlet. All right, so J-Ro is going to set up for stand-up. J-Ro's timer didn't reset. It just, I think it's cropped too far to the left. Or the left side is cropped off, I should say. So it should be 106, and here it just shows 6 minutes. Oh, sorry, beneficiary. That's the word I was looking for. J-Ro with the 5-minute mother brain. So, yeah. This was a bit of a sloppy race. Not the best showing from either of our runners. Does the R command work? It does. You should follow them anyways. They usually play better than this. And I mean, yeah, they're cool. Like I said, Kishmo pretty recently joined the SM speedrunning community and already has like a pretty good time, a 44 in any percent, which is really good. And J-Ro, he's been here for a while. The really good rando runner, unless you put something at crocomire apparently, and also has a respectable any percent time. Kish softlocked at Motherbrain 1. Follow the racers. We promise they're better than them. You can follow me too. And Cheaty. Cheaty is cool. He's doing the tracking for the race. I don't remember if Cheaty knew what happened. I don't think he did. Looks like we're about to get some more highlights, as Kishmo's highlight video ended there. So let's see, what are we watching now?
If you can poker face through that, you're poker ready. Play today and you could win a free trip to Vegas at PokerStars.
Well, this stream is now sponsored by PokerStars, the online poker app. I didn't actually see what else they showed in that commercial, but if you want to play poker and don't actually want to play with actual cards because you don't have friends like me, I mean, I guess there's a bunch of other options, but PokerStars is the option for you. Meanwhile, J-Ro has finished the race in first place. We aren't actually using SRL because this is pre-recorded, so I'll just go by the timer in 9 minutes and 10 seconds. So I think that's a record. I think that's the fastest anyone's ever beaten the game. So congratulations to J-Ro, the world record holder in any Super Metroid category. And that's gonna do it for us, I think. Like once again, be sure to follow the runners and the commentary. That's me and Cheaty. He did the tracking, so that's just as important. As well as Tracy M and D-Drake, two of the admins for the Item Randomizer League, helping with the restream. They're cool. They helped set all this up, and it was a lot of fun. So, you know. Like I said, this was a best of one. It was originally supposed to be a best of three, but there was a mutual decision to just do a best of one. So there's that. Yeah, they didn't have time. They could never get a good time to do a full best of three, so they just did an offline best of one, and now we're replaying it here. Or I guess we just replayed it here. So yeah, one more thing before we can lay this race to rest. One more thing we need to know. Where was Ice Beam? Was it Plasma or Shaq? So it's actually fairly a powerbomb heavy seed. I guess, yeah, we saw quite a few powerbombs. All right, what's it gonna be? Chat, place your bets. My feed froze. So now I'll never know. Oh, never mind, it's back. Ice Beam was at Plasma. So, yeah, there it was. We were never going to see anybody check that item, though. Not when they already had Gravity. And Gravity and Charge Beam, I should say. Like, they were already go mode, so there's no need. Yeah, thanks for watching. I think we're going live with the actual finals, Ponk versus Sloters, best of three, right after this. So, yeah, don't touch that browser. We'll be right back. Not me, though. I'm not. I gotta head out. I think it's Tracy and Maniacal doing comms for game one. So, yeah, they're cool. Cooler than me, somewhat. So if you want to stick around for that, then, do it. But if you don't, I can't force you. So if you want to leave, then that's okay. I understand your decision. And